It's a relatively new fad, but it's sweeping communities, specifically college towns throughout the nation. It's no secret that your typical college-age student is strapped for cash. Left to their own devices, some students take drastic measures to support their lifestyles. One of these measures? Selling one's plasma. So what exactly is plasma? It is something all of us manufacture naturally. It's a pale, straw-colored liquid extracted from a donor's blood. Its composition is around 90% water, and it's packed with essential proteins that cannot be synthesized in a lab. It's because of this reason that there is such a demand for it. Individuals with immune deficiencies, clotting disorders, trauma victims, and more truly do depend on this life-saving substance. To further elaborate on exactly what plasma is and why there's a need for donors, we visited a respected surgeon working out of Surgical Specialist of Minnesota who shared some extra insight with us.
Plasma is the other part of blood, and it does not have red blood cells in it. It's devoid of red blood cells. And the plasma has several important products in it, and one is albumin. And albumin is a protein that's very important because it allows the bloodstream to hold fluid within it. The other part of plasma is the clotting factors. And clotting factors are obviously very important because without those clotting factors, if you had a cut, you would not stop bleeding.
Throughout our research, we learned that students make up a huge percentage of the donor base here in St. Cloud. So we decided to invade the St. Cloud State University campus and see what donating plasma was really like for college students.
It was really good for the most part. It was a very sanitary environment. But one time my vein collapsed and they told me that if I didn't finish donating, like filling up the big bag, then I wouldn't get my money. So they had to fish around in my arm to find a vein in order for me to finish the donating process, and I never went back after that because it was very painful.
How many times have you donated plasma?
I'd say about close to 50, I'd say. I'd say I've had a bad time maybe 2 or 3 times where I had to get repinned, but overall it's not too bad for me.
Not all students we spoke to had opinions on opposite sides of the spectrum. One individual offered advice for students that participate in the donation process.
I would say there's some after effects, dizziness, fatigue, etc. But other than just to kind of watch how much you do it and kind of be less consistent, because the more you do it, I think the more fatigued and dizzy you will get.
With plasma in such high demand, it's not surprising that BioLife Plasma Services have begun construction on a new donation center. Although BioLife does not allow cameras inside their premises, we were assured by Senior Lab Technician Nicole Jacks that the new location will be much larger, but with many similar qualities to the other donation centers. Regardless of your motives, whether it may be financial instability or strong desire to help out those in need, donating plasma may be something for you to consider.